Hello friends, welcome to Holistic Health Channel. Today's topic is how to cure gas problem, which is known as Vata dosh in Ayurveda. This topic I have taken on the request of somebody. Gas problem is mainly because of indigestion, when your food is not properly digested. But before starting the preventive and curative aspect of it, I would like to give a word of caution here. If your gas problem is excessive, painful and chronic, or if you ever had any abdominal surgery, hernia or excessive weight loss or weight gain, then you should not take your gas problem as normal, and you should always consult your doctor and have all your diagnostic tests for diagnosing the causes of the gas problem. Barring these exceptions, now I will suggest preventive and curative aspect of it, which can be done in those cases also side by side, but consultation with doctor is necessary in those cases. Now I will suggest, as I told, that it is because of indigestion. The way we take food and the manner in which we take water and other liquids also causes gas. So first of all, I will take how we are taking water. We take water, but most of us, we don't know how to take the water. Water normally should be taken as if you are eating something. It should be taken sip by sip. It should not be taken hurriedly and in seconds you should finish one glass, not like that. It should be sip by sip, and by sitting and in a peaceful manner and in a calm and quiet manner you should take the water. Secondly, the temperature of water should be noted down. It should be between 25 to 27 degrees centigrade. So either you should take water at the room temperature, but refrigerated water should be avoided and iced water should be avoided, because this creates lot of problems. And in summer, if you want to have some cooling effect, then you can take water from the pitcher. But refrigerated water and iced water creates lot of problem that should be avoided. And now the timings of taking water are also very important. First of all, water we should take early in the morning when we get up. We should take 2 to 3 glasses of water. By sitting quietly, we should take 2 to 3 glasses of water, so that all the toxins in our body are flushed out before our fresh intake of food. Then for all the main meals, breakfast, lunch and dinners, the intake of water is very important before and after that. There should always be a gap of minimum 40 minutes before when we take these meals, and afterwards there should be a gap of minimum 1 hour. Ideal is one and a half hour, but minimum 1 hour gap should be there. I will give an example which will clarify the position. Suppose you are taking breakfast around 8 am in the morning, then your intake of water should be between 7 to 7:20, and after that you should not take water, because that is the cutoff point, 40 minutes before taking your breakfast. Similar things you should follow for lunch and dinner also. And then afterwards, suppose you have finished your breakfast around 8:15, then before 9:15 you should not take water, because if you will take water, your food will not be properly digested. As the food is digested with the heat inside, then if you will put water above it, then your food will remain undigested. So, this is the reason these gaps are required to be maintained. Now, some people say that it becomes very dry and we can't eat food without water. So, for that there is an alternative. With breakfast you can take fruit juice, and in lunch, this is prescribed for the breakfast, it should be fruit juice, and for the, it should not be inter exchange, and in the lunch you can take buttermilk, which we call as lassi, chach and matha, that can be taken in, along with lunch, and after dinner you can take milk. These are prescribed in Ayurveda. So, if you will take these liquids and avoid water, 50% of your gas problem will be resolved. And now I will tell certain things which are to be avoided. Smoking, chewing gums and carbonated drinks should be avoided, those who are having gas problem, and especially drinks should not be taken with straw, because with all these three things we are taking air inside and which is creating gas problem. These things should be avoided. Candy and chocolate should also be avoided. Artificial sweeteners may also not be taken because these contain sorbitol and mannitol. We do not know many things create gas. So, these things also should be avoided. If you want to have sweetening effects, you can put honey in your things, but do not put artificial sweeteners in these things. And caffeine products may also be avoided, such as alcohol, coffee and soda water. These should also be avoided because these also create gas. Another thing, tomatoes and citrus fruits are also not good for those who are having gas problems. Now, I will tell vegetables and food items precaution which you have to take. Normally, those who are having gas problem, for them cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, cabbage and cauliflowers are not suitable, and Brussels sprouts and onions or and especially raw onion may not be taken because these are irritant and creates irritation in the stomach. Now, some people say that sprouts are very good for health. Yes, sprouts are very good for health, but raw sprouts may not be taken because these raw sprouts contain chemical trypsin which inhibits your digestive process. So, if you want to take sprouts, sprouts should be taken after boiling. Fresh sprouts should not be taken. After boiling, if you will take this, this reaction of this chemical will be neutralized and you can eat sprouts. Then dairy products, high fat dairy products may also be avoided. Then fatty products, spicy products and fried foods, these may also be avoided. And if possible, you can take steamed food. Steamed food is good for those who are having gas problem. And now you will be saying so many things are to be avoided, then what we will be eating? Now I will tell that you have to eat low fat and high fiber food is required to be eaten, which we call as bland diet or brat diet, in which we can take whole wheat bread, rice, oatmeal, millets, pasta, and in bread diets banana, rice, apple juice and toast. And toast and bread should be whole wheat, so that fiber content is there more in that, which will be soothing for your intestines. And steamed food, as I said, are preferable, and those who are having gas problem, they should take small quantity of food at a time and they can take frequently. Suppose we are taking twice or thrice, they can take 5 times. And for this, one thing I will suggest, that they should never take fruit along with the food. There should be a gap of 1 hour if you are before, if you are taking before the food, or 2 hour if you are taking after the food, because if you are taking fruit along with your food, then fruit is digested quickly and it inhibits the process of digestion of your main food. And in this way your this timings will be more, you can eat 4 or 5 times. In this way that condition will also be satisfied, that smaller quantities and frequently you can take, because if you are taking more quantity at one time, that also creates gas problem, or if you remain empty stomach for larger period, that also creates problems. So the food should be taken in moderate quantity and frequently, so that there is your stomach is never empty, and in moderate quantity it should be taken. And you should take fennel seeds after that, which will help in the digestion of your food. Fennel seeds are good for digestion. And one more thing I will suggest, that after the eating you cannot do any type of asana. Only asana which is suggested is Vajra which you can do after lunch and dinner, and that is also good for expulsion of your gas. And if you practice it for 5 to 10 minutes after lunch and dinner daily, then maximum problem of your gas will also be resolved. Vata dosh will be resolved. And for Vata dosh, it is said that there are around 80 type of diseases because of Vata dosh. And so you will be able to resolve 80 type of diseases if you will follow these type of rules and prescription. And now I will come to the curative part. When you have some problem and you are feeling upset because of the creation of the gas. There are many spices and herbs which are available in your kitchen. I will tell many of them, but you can apply any one of them. One is called cumin seeds, jeera, and that you can take tea of that. That is good. You can boil that in water and then you can take that. Cumin seeds tea is very good for expulsion of gas. Then is ajwain. Ajwain, you take half spoon of tablespoon of ajwain plus a pinch of black salt or rock salt, carom seeds which we call. Carom seeds half spoon plus pinch of rock salt or black salt mixed with it, and then you take it along with warm water. That will immediately be helpful in expulsion of the gas. Another option is that in place of this carom seeds you can take turmeric, same half tablespoon mixed with salt and along with warm water you can take it. Another choice is asafoetida, hing, that also you can take along with water, or it can be applied along your navel. A paste of it can be applied along your around your navel, which will also be helpful in expulsion of your gas. Another one more choice is you can take 1 tablespoon of ginger juice mixed with half tablespoon of lime juice, and you can take it. That is also helpful in expulsion of gas. Another one more choice is you can take cinnamon, which we call dalchini, mixed with jaggery or honey. You can take it along with water. That should be powdered, because that can be mixed with the honey or jaggery. And these, any type of thing you want to apply, you can apply for the curative part. And now I will suggest some herbal teas also which are useful, which you can take after lunch or dinner, which will be useful because these herbal teas are carminative in nature, means they help in the expulsion of gas and they stop the formation of the gas also, means the root cause is also, it is eradicated, that if you start taking it after. But the one thing you have to ensure that these herbal teas, you should not mix milk or sugar. It should be without sugar, without milk. And now I will suggest any one of these you can take. Peppermint tea, chamomile tea, anise seeds tea, caraway seeds tea, or um, ginger tea, turmeric tea, fennel seeds tea, or coriander seeds or coriander leaves tea. All these types of, any one of these you can take, and these are carminative in nature. These will expel your gas from your stomach, and then you will find you will be at ease. And lastly, I want to point out that stress is also one of the main cause of production of gas in your stomach. So you should avoid, because stress creates that type of hormones and those things which create gases in your stomach. So you should avoid stress, and for that you should practice yoga, physical exercises, physical not strenuous, only walk also you can do, and meditation. These will reduce your stress level, and in this way also you will be able to cure your gas problem. So as it is said, but you should note it down, because I said many items, I said dairy products also with high fat, they should also be avoided. You will say how one can avoid the milk. For some of the people, even lactose resistance is also there. Those who are having GERD problem, gastroesophageal reflux disease, they are resistant to lactose. For them, soya milk is an option. But you should make a diary of that, because all of these products you cannot avoid. Some of them may be suitable to some of them, but to some they may not be suitable. But water discipline you have to follow, and certain things which I said, smoking, alcohol, these have to be avoided completely. And because our Hippocrates, father of medicine, and Vagbharji, Ayurvedic physician, famous physician, both of them said that everyone is their own doctor. They know their body best. So if you will start noting it down, which food is not suitable to you and which creates problem to you, you can start avoiding those type of foods. And because certain vegetables you can't avoid, as I said, cruciferous vegetable, sprouts also by boiling you can take. In this way you will be able to cure this problem, and you will be able to cure 80 disease, and 75% of the disease for Indian people can be avoided if you will avoid your gas problem, and if you will maintain the discipline which I have explained in the entire video. Thanks for watching the video, and if you have liked it, share it with others and subscribe to my channel. Thanks once again for watching the video.